The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
The Biden administration is reportedly considering shutting down another U.S. pipeline, even as gas prices are surging, and as the White House admits Americans will have to pay more to heat their homes heading into winter.
We're talking about Line 5, which transports 540,000 barrels of crude oil from Canada to Michigan every day. And apparently the Biden administration is considering having that pipeline go the way of the Keystone Pipeline. But all of this is happening amid a drastic surge in gas prices.
This guy's incredible. Now, here's the problem with Biden. If you ask him this afternoon again, he'll lie. So I never said that. Remember the Fox, Peter Busey, he asked a question. Here, listen to this. He asked him about the, wait, I'll just play it.
There were reports that were surfacing that your administration is planning to pay illegal immigrants who are separated from their families at the border up to $450,000 each, possibly $1 million per family. Do you think that that might incentivize more people to come over illegally?
If you guys keep sending that garbage out, yeah, but it's not true.
So this is a garbage report.
Yeah.
So he says it's a garbage report, right? Okay, he's the president of the biggest country in the world, the most powerful, I should say, country in the world. Now he turns around, he denies he said it.
I'd like to ask you real quick, sir, where do you stand? You said last week that this report about migrant families at the border getting payments was garbage.
No, I didn't say that. Let's get it straight. You said...
He said, no, I didn't say that. You just heard him say that. And he said, no, he denied it. This is how bad this guy is. Now, I'm pointing this out because Wall Street is exactly the same. You can't trust Wall Street either. You can't. You know, last week... I told my members and the people who follow me on my YouTube, every Friday I do a segment, The Unfolding of the Stock Market Crash. And my point to them last week again was, look, I don't do that every Friday with the idea that I'm going to be able to tell you on November 14th the market's going to crash at 2 a.m. I mean, that's silly. The idea is that we're in a situation since 2008 where the market, the economy, I should say, has never recovered. Never recovered. It's been propped up for 13 years by quantitative easing, QE, where they keep printing all this money, which is inflationary. And they keep printing and printing and printing to buy treasury bonds to drop interest rates down to zero so they can loan the corporations money almost free so they can cheat, do stock buybacks to push their earnings up, to push their stocks up so their stocks are always up much better than they really are, creating the biggest bubble in the world. So, our job here is to make sure we spot the trend. And that's what we do all day here, is work on the trend. You have to get evidence, any research, you got to get evidence to support or to identify the trend. Either the trend is going to go towards a crash or the trend is going to go away from the crash. That's all you have to know. It's not, as far as the market going up, we can keep going up every day. Especially the NASDAQ, they artificially make sure the yields are pushed down from 160, you get below that 160 to 145, 148, and that way they know they can keep pushing up the tech stocks. They can keep doing that forever. So the point is, you should not get out of the stock market because you're afraid of it crashing. Now, 80% of the people lose money in the market because they don't know when to get out. Well, we don't have that problem here. We know exactly when to get out of a stock, exactly when to get out of a market, and even better to switch our position. So we have all our members switching their position so they make money when the market's going down. So it's the trend we have to focus on. And the evidence is incredible. I mean, we have a solid trend that is pointing towards a crash. In 1929, nobody believed it. Nobody believed it. Things were too good. Market's good. You know, and right now it's the same thing. Nobody believes there's going to be a market crash. Everybody has this. They're just. I don't know. They just got this mind that they think the market will never crash again. So please, if you're going to do anything at all, if you're going to listen to me, when I tell you the market is in a trend towards a crash, believe me when I tell you. So if the market closes today with another all-time new high, which probably it will, the NASDAQ, just don't shrug your shoulders and just keep putting more money in the market. So I'm going to be fine. Not unless you know what you're doing. That you know when to get out of that stock. So there's still a lot of money to be made in the stock market on the upside because all of the energy that they have right now is being pointed to keep pushing this market higher, to keep pushing the yields down on the 10-year treasury, keep pushing the tech stocks higher and higher and higher because we're so overweight tech stocks in this country. You got the Congress making a fortune. The senators and representatives are so overweight with these tech stocks, making a fortune. They will they will make sure Powell never raises rates. They don't want to hurt that because they're making a fortune in tech stocks. So again, you can stay in this market. We're going to have a lot of up room. We're going to keep moving higher, and you keep taking advantage of it. As long as you know the trend is towards the crash. That's called a negative divergence, and that's what we do here every day to protect our members, to make sure they maximize the upside. So we're not out of the market because we're worried the market's going to crash. No, we're in the market. And we're doing very, very well on the upside, but we are very comfortable that we'll know when that changes, and we're going to spot it before anybody else that the market is rotating, and it's going to, it just can't keep its trend. Now, what's going to do that? What's going to do that is inflation. Inflation. And last week, Friday, with its job numbers, I had to laugh. What a joke. Biden says he created 533,000 new jobs. The fake Business News networks went along with him and said he created 533,000 jobs. Now, listen to Biden. This is nuts.
This morning, we learned that in October, our economy created 531,000 jobs, well above expectations. We also learned that job growth over the prior 2 months, August and September, was nearly 250,000 more jobs.
All right, Did you hear what he said? He created? He didn't create one job. Those jobs weren't created. And I'll explain when I get back. This is unbelievable what's going on, and nobody gets it. I'll be right back. 877-600-GANG. Join free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day?
That's unacceptable. African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-GANG. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang free for 10 days. Get your color-coded technology. It's patented. We're the only ones that have it, our charts. And then you get the membership as well for 10 days. The important thing right now, okay, is if you're in the market, you better make sure you know the difference between growth stocks and value stocks. And you better know that difference. And you've got to know, okay, if I'm going to have, if the yields are high, do I go into growth stocks? Or do I not go into growth stocks? I mean, it's very important to know that, because you're going to lose a lot of money if you don't. So if, let's say they start, and here's the thing, they said they're going to, the 120 billion, they're going to only take 10 billion a month away, and they're only going to do it for 2 months. At the end of 2 months, they're going to stop. Because, see, their monetary policy is wrong. They should have raised rates to cut inflation, and they didn't. So every day, what we do here is make sure before our members every morning, we know where that money is going. And then we know if there's low yields, then we're going to make sure that we get them into the bigger tech stocks. If we know the yields are high, then we got to get into the energy or the banks. So you always got to be in the right group, and you got to follow the money. Don't listen to these guys on TV. I'm telling you, they're not there to help you. They're not there to help you, okay? So again, let's go back to what happened on Friday. So Friday, Biden comes out and says he created 533,000 jobs. He did not create one job. No, that is not true. So he takes this victory lap. You heard him. Now, here's what I saw on Friday. I didn't see 533,000 new jobs created. I didn't see that. What victory? We have a progressive, socialist, progressive monetary policy under this administration, okay, that controls the House, the Senate, and the presidency. So they put in a progressive monetary policy of spend and print. When you have a progressive monetary policy of spend and print, you can't grow jobs. And they know that because they don't care about growing jobs. That's not how progressives think. If you recall, Obama did the same thing. He did not want to create jobs in 2009, 2010. He wanted to create or expand the welfare state. And that's what these guys are doing under AOC and the rest of them. And Bernie Sanders, these devout communists, they want to expand the welfare. Because remember, in their sick mind, they really believe that they've been put here on this earth, okay, to take care of the middle class, to take care of the needy, take care of the ordinary person. And the policy that they use, the progressive monetary policy of spend, print and spend, does just the opposite. And they know that. So this is just a big fake nothing. They know that. They don't care about the economy or the people. If they really cared about the poor and the middle class and the income inequality, they would not have a monetary policy they have set in place right now. You'd have a policy, a conservative policy, a business investment. So, but let's go back to creating jobs. He did not create a job. These jobs were already created. So when people got when we had the virus, remember what they did? They shut the economy down, which was stupid, but they shut the economy down. So they told people to, okay, leave your station where you're working, go home. And the government, we're going to send you money. We're going to send you enhancement benefit checks. We're going to first send you a $1,400 check, and then we're going to start sending you $300 a week on top of your unemployment check you get from the state, $300 a week, and we're going to send each one of your kids $300, and we're going to send you food, and we're going to send you this and that. Remember? So, but the job was still there. They didn't lose their job. They were not fired. And let me tell you why. Especially in manufacturing. The last thing you want to do is fire somebody that's in manufacturing. If you have a manufacturing plant, I know. I owned a manufacturing plant. I owned a furniture factory. And I'm telling you, you do everything to keep your people. Even when times are slow, you don't want them to leave. Because to train somebody else, you have so much downtime. It kills you. It kills you. You've got to hold on to them. Because anybody in manufacturing knows this, that for you to fire them, to bring somebody else in and train them. If you have somebody with you, like in my factory, I have people with me 20 years, 30 years. Are you kidding me? You know what it takes to train somebody? Like to bend furniture for a chair, to bend a piece of wood for your chair. You know, you just don't hire somebody to do that crap. So they left the plant, went home, government sends them money, now we open up again, the economy open up, and they go back to their job. However, out of the 22 million people, 4 million aren't going back because of the monetary policy. Why would they go back? Look what they're getting. Look at the programs they're getting now. Oh my God. I mean, they're getting, are you kidding me? They're going to have, look, they're talking about universal basic income. LA's already giving people $1,000 a month. Chicago's giving people $500 a month. Now, another $45,000 goes to illegal immigrants in this new bill, and felons. And felons! See, this is what they want. This is what they do. So there's subsidies for free, so that you get a subsidy under this new program that they're going to be passing. If you have Obamacare, now you get a subsidy, so it's totally free. You get subsidies for rent and home ownership assistance, including utilities. You're going to get 4-week paid family and sick leave. You're going to get free this, free that. So people say, why am I going back to work? Why am I going back to work? More when I get back. This is nuts.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Did Do you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Join my gang. I have what I call my Christmas stocking stuffer inventory. And I do this every Christmas, every holiday. So why don't you join the gang free for 10 days? You'll have access to that. And again, 877-600-GANG, or just go to my website, philsgang.com, and click on Working Investor. This is a great time to get in because they're going to do everything they can to continue to push this market up, having the techs lead by crushing and trying to keep dropping the 10-year Treasury yield, which is in favor of the big techs. Stay out of your banks. Don't listen to them. Stay out of your banks. This is where the money's going. Now, we have some other wonderful stocks that we're working with. We have what we call my stocking stuffer, but I also have my COVID-19 stocks. We did very, very well with the COVID stock, my COVID stocks. Those are airlines and cruise lines and hotels, and we've done terrific with those as well. So we got a nice selection of stocks in our portfolio, and you have access for that free for 10 days, okay? So just check it out. Go to philsgang.com, call 877-600-GANG. Okay, now, let's get back to this thing. Did he create jobs? No, he didn't create 533,000 jobs. Now, those jobs already existed. Those weren't new. Okay? Those weren't new. The only way you create new jobs, okay, is if you have a monetary policy, okay, that's not progressive. You have a monetary policy that is conservative. It's called business investment. And when you get money and you invest it, you produce something. And when you produce, wages go up, savings goes up, okay, standard of living goes up. But they don't have that policy. See, they don't have a policy to grow the economy or wages. That's not their thing. That's not what they do. They believe they've been put on this earth to protect the common guy, okay, and to turn him into a socialist because he's gotten screwed, and there should be redistribution of wealth. So for them to say they created these jobs is insane. They didn't create them. People went home. Now, the ones that didn't go back to work, they're not going back to work because of the Progressive Reconciliation Bill, where they're getting all these goodies. Why go back to work? If you're in Chicago or LA, why go back to work? If you're making $35,000, why go back to work? You're going to make more money being on welfare. So this is crazy. The only way that you create a new job, okay, is through small business investment. Now, what I saw on Friday wasn't 533,000 new jobs. That's a bunch of nonsense. What I saw on Friday was small businesses begging for workers, paying premiums, paying 20 to 30% more than a normal labor rate. They're begging for them. Why are they begging for them? Why do they have to pay 20 to 30% more to get them in and work? Because of the monetary policy of the progressive socialist monetary policy. The problem we're having is that we got a labor shortage. That's the problem, because people don't want to work. When you have this progressive reconciliation bill, it's making things worse. So the problem we have right now is that we have a monetary policy that is not only inflationary, but our labor force is not growing. Our labor force doesn't grow. So we're having a labor force problem. We don't have enough people participating because because those poor people trying small businesses. I was at the car wash. My friend owns a car wash down here. He said last week he went through 50 people. He said they all said the same thing. And he said, I'm paying them 20% more than I normally ever paid anybody. And one guy will say 2 hours and he leaves, another guy 5 hours and leaves, the other guys don't show up. I think he said he had 15 people he hired, and at the end of the week he only had one. Because they all said the same thing. They can make more money going on the dole. So the problem we have now is this labor force problem. So let's make sure we're in the right stock so we can keep making money. That's the point I'm trying to make here. Okay, so this is a bad deal for small businesses, because see, there's two sides of the economy, and this is what they didn't explain to you last year. They said, "Oh, we got 500 jobs. Look at this! Oh, yay!" Bunch of nonsense. We have two sides to an economy. You have the demand side. Okay, people who want things, goods and services. Okay, that's very strong, that side of the economy. But then the other side of the economy is the supply side. You have to supply what they want, and we can't supply what they want. Our supply side of the economy really sucks, really bad. Supply means it encompasses productivity. Manufacturing. Then you got to transport it, and then redistribute it, and that is horrible. Because they can't get truck drivers. You know the whole deal. You've heard it all, right? This is crazy what's going on. But why is that? Because the progressives, they have the wrong monetary policy. Now they know it's good policy for them, because they want to expand the welfare state. They do not want to expand jobs or economic growth. They don't look at it like you, a normal person. Okay, they don't look at that as let's grow the economy, let's get it up to 4 or 5% GDP. They don't think like that. See, they know when the economy, if the economy gets bad, it works for them. The economy gets bad, the middle class people get screwed, and they go from middle class, they go from full-time work to part-time work to poverty. That's how it works. So they don't care if the economy doesn't grow. Okay, they could care less. Matter of fact, it benefits what they do. It benefits their goal, where they're trying to go, to redistribute wealth. So what do we do in the market? Well, we got to make sure we're in the right stocks when you're under a progressive monetary policy that doesn't grow the economy. Just like we got to be in the right stocks. Now that they passed this stupid bill the other night, okay, we got to be in the right stocks where they're going, like good Caterpillar, and I don't want to give you the names because I'm not going through that again. Give people names, they don't join the gang, and they say, oh boy, look at that, he gave me the names, I don't spend $39.95, right? Then I read somewhere, Phil's gang, oh yeah, I listened to Phil and I lost money. But they don't tell you the other side of it. They don't say, well, I never became a member. He said on the air he was going to buy a Caterpillar, so I bought it. I think I saved $39. So, but no, I probably should have joined. No, they ain't going to say that. I never see that in their write-ups. So that's why I hate giving stocks over the airway. But you don't need the stocks over the airway. Just join my gang. And then every day at 2 o'clock, we have a portfolio, for God's sakes. Our members, we create a portfolio for our members. Nobody else does that for you. And then every day we take that portfolio and post it. And Steve goes after each one of those stocks and explains what the members should do. I don't get it. I mean, nobody else does that. Here.
IWM, you can add back on. Right, we took profits on Friday.
So he's telling you what to do. Nobody does that. So the bottom line is the market is going to keep going up because they're going to keep interest rates low. You heard what he said. We're not going to raise rates. That's the wrong policy. We should be raising rates. This nonsense where they're going to cut back. They're just going to cut back $10 billion of the $120 billion a month, where they go in and they buy the debt from the corporation so they don't go under. They buy the debt from the bank so they don't go under. That's all nonsense. That's nonsense. Not raising rates is what's going to, not stopping this inflation is going to put us in the crash. And we got all the evidence of the trend. So join my gang and you'll be on the right side of the trade.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Short on time, but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60-70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grande and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grande. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Join my gang. Now, remember, it's important to know, okay, what is the trend? The trend of the market. Is it going towards a crash or it isn't? You need to know that every day. And you need to know every day if yields are running hot or yields are running cold, where should your money go? We do all this for you. Now stop listening to these people talking like Friday, how they're creating all these jobs. No, their policy, monetary policy, does not create jobs. What creates jobs is the middle class, because the middle class has most of the disposable income. They're the ones who create these jobs, start up businesses, which is the backbone of our economy. They're the ones that create Biden didn't create anything. He didn't create anything. In fact, what happens, what they're doing, the government keeps on printing and spending. They do this excessive spending, okay, because they're trying to grow the economy. They know it doesn't grow the economy. They're spending everything on these stupid social programs. But anytime the economy is not running at its capacity, meaning we don't have everybody at work. Why? Because a lot of people aren't going to work because they want to be on the dole, especially with this new program, the reconciliation bill, where you get almost everything. So why would they go to work? When that happens, we're not at 100%. Our workforce is at 100%. So instead of letting the private sector take over, the government comes in and they start printing, and then they start spending on social programs. So they think they can take the place, fill in that capacity okay, and take the place of and you know, of all this unused labor, okay, they can take that place, and it's going to help increase production. So they're just going to spend. This is so stupid. So their policy is inflation. So, and remember, when you have a tight labor market like we do, and you have inflation and a tight labor market, understand that inflation is going to continue to go higher and higher and higher, and that means your gas price is going to go higher. Everything's going to go higher. When you have zero rates, when they artificially financially engineer low rates, and they artificially rig a tight labor market, that means more inflation. Now, why do they want more inflation when inflation is the worst thing? It's the largest threat to our entire economy. Why would they want that? Because the progressives, the socialists, they want that. They don't care about growth. They want programs and more programs, and they could care less about growth. So the biggest threat right now is the amount of inflation. They're going to create even more inflation through the low rates that they artificially keep low. They artificially keep our labor market tight, and that equals more inflation. And they love inflation. See, the government can contribute to inflation through all this excessive spending they do on all these social programs. So what do? What do I do? Make money. We make money. We make sure that we understand what's going on, and we make sure we're in those stocks. Now, like gold stocks, I'm not going to give you a particular gold stock, but we have now gotten into a particular gold stock. Actually, two of them we're working with, because what's going to happen at the end here, gold is going to go through the roof. It's going to go through the roof. You wait and see. And we're starting to see it pick up now already. We're starting to see gold go up. So why don't you join my gang and be in the right gold? Why don't you join my gang and make sure you're in the right stocking stuffers? You're in the right stocks called the COVID-19 stocks. Okay, because the more we have, everybody gets their shot and everything else. The airlines, you can start seeing it now. Airlines stocks are moving up. Cruise line stocks are moving up. Casino stocks, hotels are moving up. Cement stocks are moving up. Construction stocks are moving up. So we don't worry about the market crashing that's in a crash trend. We just got to be aware and identify the market is in a crash trend. But we don't sit back here and be scared. We better not get in the market. Better not. No. Because we control our stock. And we'll know if we get a cement stock or construction stock or whatever stock we're buying and it takes off, we're going to have plenty of time. We're going to have plenty of time to get out of that stock. See, people don't get that. They think stock market crash. This all goes back to 1987. People came back for lunch and the market was down 500 points, which would be an equivalent now at 5,000. And they went nuts. How did this happen? Well, we were shorting. That was in October 1980. We were shorting the market in January because we saw the trend. We saw the trend. That's what my father was showing me. How do you know when the market's going to crash? And like he says, it's not important to know when it's going to crash. You have no control of that. What it's important to know is what is the trend of the money. Is the trend? Are we in a trend that it is heading towards a crash? Then you can take advantage of that, be in the right stocks, and make a lot of money. And then when the market finally crashes, we'll be in a position to make money when the market crashes because we'll be shorting stocks. And this is what you get. And we have a program. You haven't got to know anything. You haven't got to know anything. We have a program, the Working Invested Group, which every day Steve takes care of that portfolio for the members. And every day he posts on the board the portfolio. And he goes through every stock. So if you decide to be in Caterpillar, or if you decide to be in J.P. Morgan or Goldman Sachs, whatever you decide to be in, that's fine. But he goes over each one of those companies, one of those, tells you exactly what to do. And here's the beautiful thing. When one of those stocks starts to drop back down, he makes money on the stock dropping back down. And so doesn't the member. And that's the beautiful thing. Imagine that. You never have to worry again when you're in a stock that it's going to go down. Matter of fact, you're going to be looking forward to it when it goes down because you make, again, more money on the way down quicker. I shouldn't say more money, but quicker. You know, the other day when he said they're tapering, they can't taper. Remember he said he's possible. We'll try it for 2 months. They should be tapering. They should be raising rates. But they don't want the tech stocks to stop going up. So they're sacrificing the whole economy to take care of banksters and Wall Street and people in Congress who are making a fortune in tech stocks. But they can't taper. See, that's why they said we're going to leave it for 2 months. They know they shouldn't be tapering. He knows that. First of all, there's no victory over 533,000 jobs. He didn't create one job. Please believe me, he did not create one job. Those jobs are already created. That's like everybody goes home on Friday for the weekend, and then when everybody comes back Monday, we send to the government, oh, we just created 32 new jobs. This is what they're doing. Same thing. But they shouldn't be tapering because we already peaked. They know, that's why they said we're going to leave it just for 2 months. Because everything's already peaked in April. Manufacturing, new orders peaked in April. Productivity peaked in April. Employment peaked in April. China peaked in April. This is crazy. Consumer spending is 34% more than wage income. See, this is what we do around here. That's rising 60% faster than our economy. Debt is rising 35% faster than wages. Debt to our GDP ratio is 125. It should be 65. See, this is what we do. So we make sure our members are in the right stock, right category. That's the reason. That's why they shouldn't be tapering. They know that. They know that. If everything's peaked, they're tapering. Well, they nuts. See, they did the tapering to get your eye off the fact they should have raised rates. This is crazy. This is nuts. And here's the big reason why they shouldn't be tapering. The S&P now has the same lack of diversification that caused the dot-com crash in 2020. This is what we do. Look, join my gang, Phil's Gang. Go to philsgang.com and click for a working investor group, or call right now, 877-600-GANG. Get your color-coded chart. Tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. And you'll be part of the 20% people who make money consistently rather than the 80% who lose money. Join the gang today. Try it. 877-600-GANG. We'll see you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make my dream.